During the prayer, Julia saw beautiful light radiating from the crucifix and the Blessed Mother statue. She also began suffering the pains of abortion. Her belly was becoming larger and pains continued. Just before the occurrence of another Eucharistic miracle, there were 7 people in the front of the chapel praying the third glorious mystery of the Rosary. While they were praying, a white object suddenly came down from the crucifix, making a curve looking like the letter S. It tumbled down gracefully and landed on the floor in front of Father Spies and Julia. It was a sacred host looking exactly the same as the Eucharist that descended during Bishop Paul Kim's visit on June 12th. The time was about 12 noon. This descent of the Eucharist was recorded by 2 video cameras fixed on the ceiling of the chapel. This is the same miracle recorded by a different video camera.
먼저 선제 손으로 잡은 거 먼저 한번 찍고요. 릴레이에서 같이 한번 잡아주시죠. 그 카메라.
Father Francis Elsinger, an American priest in Hong Kong, just entered the chapel. He had been praying in the Naju Parish Church before coming back to the chapel. Julia later pointed out that our Lord in the Eucharist landed on the floor, which is the lowest place in the chapel. In the first descent of the Eucharist on November 24, 1994, the large sacred host landed in Julia's hand and the small host in her mouth. On July 1, 1995, 7 sacred hosts landed on the altar before the Blessed Mother statue. During Bishop Kim's visit on June 12, 1997, the sacred host also landed on the altar before the Blessed Mother statue. Now our Lord came down to the floor, the lowest place in the chapel, as an example and lesson to all of us to humble ourselves. This miracle was the last of the 19 Eucharistic miracles in connection with Naju and Julia, and the last of the 7 descents of the Sacred Host in the chapel in Naju so far.